Prepare to cast off. It's time to leave.
Good! The tides wait for neither man nor woman.
Time to go.
Assassin's Creed needs no introduction. First released in 2007, the franchise has spawned numerous films, comic book tie-ins, novels, and spin-offs. Now, the next mainline entry promises to be the biggest adventure yet. The Odyssey starts in 431 BCE on the Greek island of Kefalonia, nearly 400 years before Bayek's quest for revenge in Assassin's Creed Origins. You can choose to play as Cassandra or Alexios, which doesn't change any core mechanics or impact the story. Spoiling as little as possible, the plot focuses on the Peloponnesian War between Athens and Sparta, with a secretive organization plotting in the shadows. To say Odyssey is a huge game is an understatement, and while the main 60-hour journey can lose momentum, especially near the final act, it deftly delivers on many of the key elements that embody the franchise. One of the biggest changes to the standard formula is the optional exploration mode, which is Ubisoft's intended way to play. Unlike guided mode, which clearly highlights objectives and waypoints as in past games, exploration mode encourages you to investigate the world for clues that point you in the right direction. This sounds a lot more intimidating than it actually is, as most objectives can be easily tracked by fully talking to quest givers. Still, it's hard to imagine playing any other way. It helps enhance every conversation and makes each discovery feel earned instead of just blindly following one waypoint after another.
Tell me why you're really here before I cut you down for wasting my time.
Another huge addition to the franchise is dialogue choices. Nearly every conversation can be swayed in multiple directions, depending on how you respond. They range from small changes like receiving extra money or items to much larger consequences like death and betrayals. Romance options are available for either men or women, and while many can feel out of place, a few manage to impact the journey in surprising ways. Most impressive, however, is that many of the decisions you make along the way have widespread ramifications on characters, cities, and even entire countries. It raises the stakes considerably knowing that you have a level of control over the events that transpire, especially when it pertains to characters you hold dear. In addition to the main quest, each country offers numerous side quests. Many of them present fascinating insight into the surrounding locations and yield valuable information related to your primary mission. A handful of characters offer extended quest lines periodically throughout the journey, making them feel essential despite being listed as side quests. Admittedly, over the course of such a long adventure, some quests feel derivative and rely on basic genre tropes like killing wild animals or bandits. Thankfully, not knowing the future impact of even the most mundane tasks helps to alleviate some of the tedium. New stealth opportunities differentiate Odyssey from its predecessors, while meaningful objectives and engaging level design contribute to a new standard for future installments. Rush Assassination is extremely entertaining to utilize, and is essentially a blink strike that can be used to dispatch distant soldiers and chained to multiple targets. Critical Assassination takes a few precious seconds longer than a regular attack, but deals extra damage that can potentially be the difference between a silent kill and a full-scale alert. Planning these stealthy infiltrations is equally as satisfying as you use Icarus the Eagle for reconnaissance while lying in wait for an opportune moment to sneak ahead. Some missions may require you to eliminate a high-value target, while others task you to steal an important item without being noticed. The locations range from small bandit camps to massive forts that contain multiple opportunities to hide and freely move about like a silent assassin. Completely clearing these locations without being spotted is undoubtedly one of the highlights of Odyssey. If your stealth endeavors go awry, open combat is always an option. Building on Origin's retooled fighting system, you can now equip up to 8 special abilities that can be earned by leveling up. Shield Breaker can disarm pesky opponents, the Sparta Kick is ideal for non-lethal takedowns, and venomous attacks coat your weapons with health-afflicting poison. Normal attacks can be parried if timed correctly, while a dodge roll can avoid unblockable attacks. Successful strikes yield adrenaline, which can be spent to trigger each ability, while a perfect dodge can briefly slow time. The new abilities make combat more engaging than it's ever been, but it still remains the weakest aspect of Odyssey. Most fights come down to relentlessly attacking each enemy, some of which have massive amounts of health. Things get more interesting with the new mercenary system. If people see you commit illegal actions like murder or theft, your bounty meter rises, further encouraging you to play stealthily. The meter has 5 stages, and to reduce it, you can lay low until the heat dies down, pay off your bounty, or kill the person who put the bounty on your head to begin with. Each mercenary even has special loot and a small amount of backstory for added context. By killing them, you increase your standing within the mercenary community, which rewards you with monetary benefits. Some of the most intense moments can come from a botched stealth mission, only for all hell to break loose with the surrounding guards and bounty hunters thrown into the equation.
Send these Athenians to Hades!
Since Sparta and Athens are at war, each zone has an occupying force. By destroying war supplies and eliminating high-value targets, you can lower that force's grip on the region. When it's low enough, a conquest battle becomes available. You can then choose to fight for Athens or Sparta, and winning these large-scale battles earns you XP and rare loot. The conquest battles look cool, but the combat system isn't strong enough for these events to consistently hold your interest. Additionally, the rewards never feel worth the effort of dismantling a region. To help even the odds, you can equip new armor and weapons. Nearly everything you do in Odyssey nets you XP to level up, allowing you to equip stronger gear, which can be found in a number of ways. Chests are everywhere, while quests offer their own set of rewards. Unique legendary sets bestow additional bonuses like stronger warrior or assassin damage, and each piece can be taken to the blacksmith to upgrade them to your current level, or to inscribe engravings that grant additional perks. It's a rewarding system because you constantly earn greater rewards, and it wasn't until we reached the level 50 cap that we could finally equip the perfect look for our hero. The world of Odyssey is gargantuan. From the brilliant vistas and striking statues to underwater shipwrecks and hidden tombs, there's always a new discovery waiting to be found. As expected, climbing plays a huge role, and while traversal doesn't feature any groundbreaking changes, it manages to feel slick and intuitive. One small and welcome change, however, comes by seeking out the series' trademark viewpoints, which can eventually eliminate fall damage, making for more efficient and speedy maneuvering. Meanwhile, horses allow you to travel greater distances, and there's some smart streamlining to keep riding from feeling like too much of a chore. Since much of the adventure takes place across numerous islands, naval elements play a crucial role. Those familiar with Black Flag will feel right at home, with arrow volleys and javelin throws replacing cannons. Your ship can be upgraded with resources found in the world and staffed with new recruits by completing side quests or taking out guards through non-lethal means. While clashes on the high seas are entertaining, simply sailing into a new port under moonlight can provide a magical moment of bliss. Assassin's Creed Odyssey doesn't reinvent the franchise, but introduces enough fresh mechanics to deliver one of the best entries to date in the long-running series. An increased emphasis on stealthy kills harkens back to the early days of Altair and Ezio. Engrossing naval exploration would make even Edward Kenway jealous, and choices that truly matter tie it all together in a meaningful way.
You are my greatest pride. Remember that.
Easy Allies reviews are made possible by generous viewers just like you. If you like what you see, check out patreon.com/easyallies to help us make more. For just $1 a month, you can gain access to weekly updates, spoiler discussions, and exclusive shows.